Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 of my first episode of Hearthstone 101 The Basics. I'd like to take a quick moment to thank you for watching and to ask that you leave a like or post any of your comments or questions in the comment section below. Now let's jump right back to where we left off. We will move on to King Mukla.
Jaina versus King Mukla.
Okay, so this one, don't understand a card, mouse over it. So you've seen that I've done this a couple of times, but this is probably the best way to learn about cards as you're playing, is if your opponent plays something you don't recognize, hover over it and you can read what it does.
It's King Mukla. Get him while he's alone.
Job done.
Why are these monkeys throwing bananas at me?
Okay, so we can hover the card, and you see that it did a fancy little thing over here where it says Battle Cry. Normally that doesn't happen. That little box will be there, but it doesn't move around and it's not super flashy. So Battle Cry does something when you play it from your hand. This one says throw bananas. And as you can see, I have bananas in my hand. And it's a spell, so he gave me a spell. Give a friendly minion +1/+1. So what we're going to do is we will play this. And now we can choose, make this a 2/2 or make this a 3/2. And I'm going to choose to make this a 2/2. And then we'll use that to trade. And we will attack. I did that because this was a 1/1. This would have been a 3/2. This minion would have been the only minion that could have killed his. And I would have been left with a 3/1 and a 1/1. But I would prefer having a 2/1 and a 2/1 and dealing 2 damage to the hero instead of just 1.
You crazy monkeys. Is that all you've got, Mukla? Just barrels?
Okay, so we have another banana, and we have a river crocolisk that we can play together. So we will. And again, we get to choose which minion to buff. So our options are to play it on the river crocolisk, which is our biggest minion, which will make it stronger, or to play it on one of our 2 minions that can attack, and then this +1/+1 gets to be used now versus later. I'm going to choose to use it on our strongest minion. I will attack his minion, and then attack him. Because this 3/4 is going to be a lot harder to deal with than if I just left it as a 2/3. With that spell, it would have been a 2/1, which is not as powerful. So now we have this card, which you've seen played. Restore 2 health. I'm not doing too bad. So instead of healing myself, I'll heal this minion. And I'll play a Wolf Rider. So now you can see this minion can attack, even though this one can't. They are both played on the same turn. But this minion, if you hover over it, has charge. Charge is a keyword, like Battle Cry, and charge just means can attack immediately. Since he has no minions on the board, we will just attack the enemy hero. Okay, so you can see
So I can finish off Mukla.
this minion has like a shield around it. And this is taunt. Taunt is another keyword. And basically, it means that my minions have to attack this before I can attack the hero directly. So with that in mind, I have to kill this first. So I will play my raid leader. I will attack there and there, like that. I used the Crocolisk since it had 2 health. The minion only had 1 attack, which means I now have another 4 attack minion left over until he does that.
I hope you like my invention.
Okay, so you can see we now have our own taunt minion, and I will play it. Okay, he is healed a bunch for his turn, so we will...
Oh, if you're sure.
Okay, so we have 7 mana. I could play the Wolf Rider and the Fireball, but I won't be able to kill him. So instead, I'll play this other taunt minion and the Wolf Rider, because I want to save this until I can kill him with it.
Something? What the?
Okay, so he played a big 10/10 minion for only 6 mana. That is a deal right there. However, 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 6, so we're 1 off being able to kill him. So let's draw and see if we can get anything. Unfortunately, nothing that we can use immediately. So we will just play the minion, attack with our minions, and we will wait. And we have him. 7 health. 1 plus the fireball.
I don't think that's the last we'll see of
So that one, again, taunt was on there. We also saw charge for the first time. Taunt is really important, especially in situations like that where your opponent has 1 big minion. If you have a bunch of small taunts, he has to hit each individual minion before he can hit you.
Jaina versus the one, the only, Hermit Nissinglary.
So kill his minions or he will overwhelm you.
Well, are you a pretty lass?
Watch your tongue.
Eh? Nobody talks to old Hemet like that. Ha! I go first.
So this is the first time we've ever gone second.
Because you'll need it.
And as you can see, we get a 4th card in our hand, whereas he only has 3 cards.
You know, this reminds me of the time I was stalking the great tiger, Bangalash. It's beast hunting time!
So we have one mana minion.
A beast? I'll make a trophy of it!
The thing at the beginning of this mission said to kill his minions, or he'll overwhelm us. So I'm going to take that hint, and I'm going to just kill his minion.
Used to fighting against minions. Hemet fights his own battles.
I have some tricks of my own, dwarf.
Okay, so this is where the game introduces your hero power. Something you can use once per turn, costs 2 mana, and each class has a different hero power. So Mage is what I'm playing now. Has Fire Blast, deal 1 damage. So we are going to trade the damage back to him with our hero power.
It's beast hunting time!
1 health. A perfect target.
So, like Jaina said, our hero power does 1 damage. So he can play 1 health minions all he wants. We can just kill them with our hero power and play other stuff. Thankfully, we drew a 1 mana card.
Have you read me book, The Green Hills of Stranglethorn? Handle it!
To go with our hero power. So again, 2 health, we have a 1 attack minion. We want to keep his board low, even if it means trading minions disfavorably.
I'll skin that beast! I need a new scarf. Maybe I should go back to writing. What you want?
So at this point, 2 health again. I can hero power and hit it. Or I can use Raid Leader. And now I can trade 1 for 1 there and use my hero power on him.
Bow down before my huge bog creature!
I need to find a way to neutralize that thing.
So, this is where we get to kind of see how to deal with big, annoying minions. So Mage has this spell called Polymorph. Transforms a minion into a 1/1 sheep.
That's no fair!
So we'll turn that into a sheep and use our hero power on it.
Very hard. Tas dingo! Yes!
So this turn, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Wolf Rider for attack, and then I can ping. Ping is very commonly used as a way to reference the Mage hero power.
Thanks for bringing me a wee snack. Don't mess with Tusk. Handle it.
So I used the spell to deal 1 to everything, pinged off the Raid Leader, which was buffing all of his other minions. And now this 2/2 I can kill. I'll have a 2/1 left, which is unfortunate because he can use his hero power to kill it. But I'll play this taunt minion in front of it,
For action.
make it harder for him to deal damage to me.
It's beast hunting time.
They'll never know what.
So I'm just trying to use as much mana as I can. So I want to ping that. 2 mana left, so I'll use this minion.
The hunt.
Okay. So we're going to draw first like normal. So, normally, I would use this minion to trade, since it's protected behind a taunt. But since his hero power would just be able to kill it after it attacks, I'm going to use this one.
This one's mine.
And also because we can now win with the fireball.
And that's the end of your safari, Messingwary.
So that one went over our hero power. Hero power is fairly important. Managing, knowing when to use your hero power and when not to is very important, especially in arena.
Jaina versus Illidan Stormrage.
Okay, so this says, this fight, totally not fair. Blame the terrible game designers.
You are not prepared.
And apparently we're
I
not
just
prepared.
played 5 missions.
We're going second again, so we get the other card.
I don't have any cards that cost 1 mana.
This will be fun.
Yeah, so like Jaina said, no 1 mana minions. I just have to end my turn.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 years.
Yep, so we'll go over that in a second. So this is a weapon. You can see that it started off as a 2/2, 2 attack, 2 durability, and it allows you to use your hero directly to attack. So the health that a minion would normally lose when attacking, your hero will take instead. And then your weapon will lose 1 durability after the attack. So now that it's turn 2, I'm behind on board, so what I want to do is I want to play a minion. Even if I know it's going to get attacked by the hero and this minion and die, I would rather do that than get further behind on the board.
Stare into the eyes of the betrayer.
Like they said, this is totally unfair. So instead of play the charger, I want to get rid of this. So that way there's an empty board and anything I play on it will technically be my advantage. So I only have this one mana minion, so I will play it.
Who shall be next to taste my blades?
So even though this minion died, he had to use 1 weapon charge to kill it. So it was
His hero power
fairly
is
worth
so
it.
strong.
You know nothing of power.
Yep, so this hero power is actually broken. It's very overpowered. Summoning 2 2/1s for 2 mana is very strong. So again, I just want to play the strongest minion I can because I'm behind on the board. Oh. He hit me with that. So I will point out, I think that that fireball, where he used it on me instead of my minion, was a mistake. Because now the board is empty. Anything I play gives me an advantage. So again,
Never know what
strongest minion or the highest mana minion I can.
Behold the power of the demon within.
And this match continues to just be unfair. So for 6 mana, I'm just going to play my 6 mana minion. Since it has charge, it can deal damage immediately, so it'll deal 5 damage hitting him, and when he goes to attack it, he'll take 5 more damage, so this minion will have effectively done 10 damage, which is pretty good.
I will not be touched by rabble such as you.
Okay, so we have some options here. 7 mana, I can play the 6 mana and the 1 mana. I could play a 4 mana and a 3 mana. I could play... I don't have... I could... I don't like anything else, really. But, again, the idea behind on board, I'll play my biggest minion,
Such arrogance.
and anything else I can play.
Stare into the eyes of the betrayer.
Okay, so we have this, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. That'll kill this, this, and this. So we just have to deal with this guy. But we have 3 damage charge. Now everything's at 1 health. And I'll play a Magma Rager now. Okay, so I'm going to play this card, since we have 9 mana, 4, 2, 2, that's 8 mana. I would play all of this anyway. I'm going to play the draw card first.
Like my invention.
Oh, so 6 damage is going to win us the game. Okay, and that is the end of the tutorial. The next thing that we'll get into is we'll go through some practice mode games. I'll try and showcase some more things like trading, some of the other keywords, some of the other classes, because we've only seen mage so far. And I'll go a little more in-depth on some of the things we covered in this video. I'd like to take the chance to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.